Hi, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to do a Green Arrow TV series ranking from the tier list maker. Green Arrow definitely one of the best TV show. I still watch it. Sometimes I sit and binge watch it. I've just been watching season 3, so I'm going to do a tier list one. The first season, it was good, but to me, I don't know if it'd be the best out of them all. I think it's definitely a good season, so I'm going to put it there. This one is number 2. I think the second one is definitely a better one. The third one, where he was part of the League of Assassins, I think was one of the best ones. Now, the fourth one, I'm going to put that as okay. Because Damien Dark storyline was, what they typically would do. But it got a little bit into this weird like animation stuff where it's like, oh, we had an animated content encounter last year, and it's like we don't say that normally. So I think they tried to use part of the cartoon a little bit in season 4, and it just felt weird. I don't know if anybody has caught it a little bit in a couple of the episodes. It became a bit comical rather than the way it was before in the first 3 seasons. So I think season 4 is okay, but it's not one of the better seasons. That one. Season 5, I actually thought was actually a really good season. I thought they did really well with the recruitment stuff. Um, Season 6 is another one that was good. I will say season 6 was good with Ricardo Diaz. And the whole build up there. I think they took a bit long with that season. It felt like it was going forever, but it was still a good season to me. Now, season 7, Young Maskin and everything, I'm gonna put that one as okay. And the reason for me would be because it just felt like they could have done a bit more balancing, because it started off with the whole Ricardo Diaz from season 6, and then it still carried over for another like 8 episodes into season 7, and then suddenly you had Emiko come in as part of, oh, she part of the family, da da da, and then there was a weird bit in the storytelling where apparently she's the reason for the Queen Gambit going down. It was no longer because of Malcolm Merlin. That made no sense to me whatsoever, because you just changed the whole style structure from season 1 to season 7, and it's now like you're doing a whole different TV show. So again, that to me what made season 7 a little bit off-putting with the way they did that. So I don't know if you guys think the same about season 7, where the storyline was like the almost two different shows altogether with that, because they started off with the whole called Diaz from, I think, episode 1 to 8, I think, or something like that. And when they got to that whole Emiko thing and the Night Circle, it just kind of felt weird the way they went back to the Queen Gambit, but then they changed it. So like, yeah, that makes no sense. So that one to me just felt off completely. And in season 8, the last final season, I'm gonna put it as okay. Um, no, sorry, okay, not bad. They're not really a bad season for me, to be fair. I don't think anyone was particularly bad. The reason for it going down as okay, not great for last season. It was a short season. This is where I think they kind of screwed themselves up a little bit. They could have really crossed over the Emiko storyline into season 8 because of the whole leaving the planet and all that, with a monitor, because then the timeline changes and all that at the very end. So where they bring in all the multiverses together, so they could have tied that in a lot better with season 8 and made that a proper season. I think that is something they failed on a little bit there. So I definitely would say, that's kind of my what way round. I think were the best ones. Season 5 definitely. Actually, you know what? Season 5, I'm gonna put that one up there in the best 3. So season 2, 3, and 5 to me are the best 3 seasons. Season 1 was good. Season 6, they say, was good, and then the other ones were okay. I think number 7 could have been better. Or where they kind of overlapped it, got a bit weird. But going back to Queen Gambit and changing the storyline, that just felt off. So again, let me know what you guys think. If you're a Green Arrow fan, if you agree with this list, there's not to me a terrible season. There's just the way they kind of played it out a little bit. I think they kind of screwed themselves over in that now season 7. So let me know what you guys think in this one. God bless.